Hey there everyone, this is A to Zeta here with a new series on my channel. This is going to be, well, tentatively titled Let's Play Mafia, and I am currently setting up the game that just finished loading. And I always say pew when the game starts just because I think that's a little funny thing to say, because the game makes a little shooting noise when it finishes loading. So, we're going to be playing with these settings. It's just my favorites group of settings. It's kind of something that I've tested out over the past few weeks, and it's really balanced. I promise you guys it is definitely balanced. And we're going to be playing right now, and I'm going to be picking, I'm in an Afro mood, and I'm feeling like a scientist right now. So I'm going to be picking a name, and the key to picking your name here in Mafia is you want something innocuous, something that won't make people want to kill you, in the early stages of the game. So normally I pick something, random, and then also a little bit funny. So I'm going to be going with, this one is the first thing that popped into my head for this game. Going to be Sexy Table, and I will be one of the people in Mafia. I don't know where I am yet. It tells you your role after names are all picked. Anyway, going to introduce this series a little bit more. Whenever I'm not casting a game or playing a game of my own, I'm usually, on the custom game list playing Mafia. And it looks like this game, I've drawn the role of Lookout. And for those of you who don't know, the Lookout gets to camp outside someone's house every night and see everyone who visited that person. And it kind of just tells you what happens every night when you pick someone. You can read the details over here on the side if you aren't familiar with that role, to be specific. And I'm going to tell everyone good luck, because I want everyone to have fun, as this is my game, per se. I'm hosting it, so I'm trying my best to make sure everyone is having the best time possible. Looks like your mom is unsatisfied with something. Maybe he got Doctor. I'm a troll, lol. Possibly also got Doctor. Everyone hates Doctor, but the problem is you need a Doctor, for the game to function smoothly and for the town to have a good chance. Anyway, a little strategy on Lookouts. I always, as Lookout, pick the red name because, it's just something that other people do. They always click red when they're, an investigator, when they're a framer, whatever happens. Most people tend to pick red for whatever reason. Maybe red's an intimidating color, maybe just because it's at the top of the list. Anyway, as Lookouts, I will be camping outside Scourge's house and seeing who all visits him. If he's the veteran, then I am going to be shot with a rifle and die on night number 1, which will be super duper sad. Hopefully that does not happen. Looks like no one visited red tonight, and that also kind of tells me something. It's very possible that no one visiting red means that he is part of the Mafia, because then, of course, you don't visit someone else who's also in the Mafia. At any rate, looks like Cyclone Joker was killed by a serial killer. That's just what this description means. He was the Jester, so good job, town. We got rid of the Jester, and I will say nice one, SK, for getting rid of the Jester for us. For those of you who don't know, if the Jester gets lynched by the town during the day, then one random person that voted him or her guilty commits suicide the next night. So we avoided that bullet, and the Jester did die. And I am going to keep my secret safe, not tell anyone that I'm the Lookout yet, but I will write my will. And this is something you can do in your in Mafia. You can write a last will that is read in case you die for whatever reason, if you die by lynching or by being killed by the Mafia. Anyway, I need to type something. Oh yeah, Scourge was not visited by anyone on night 1. And then when I die, unless there is a disguiser or a janitor, then people will be able to read my will and have the knowledge that I ascertained throughout the majority of the game. Anyway, looks like I'm a troll lol is still saying that he hates his role. And, the town's just kind of feeling each other out right now. I am really, really personally not a fan of random lynching on the first couple nights, just because at best, your odds are 50-50 that you get a Mafia member, and that's just not even good enough to be worth it in the first place. As the worst case scenario is basically you have a 3 in 4 chance of getting a townsperson, and then you wasted a lynch and you kill a townsperson, and there was no point in doing that. Looks like they're going to be lynching I'm a troll lol. I'm not going to vote for him because I don't believe that's the right thing to do. We'll have to wait and see if the townspeople decide to do that. Anyway, as everyone just kind of freaks out here in the chat, this series is going to be new on my channel. I'm going to call it, I'm not sure what I'm going to call it. Tentatively, it's titled Let's Play Mafia. A very basic, straightforward title that doesn't, have anything fancy, but definitely gets the point across. So, if you guys have any ideas of a creative or clever turn of phrase that I can make the title for this series, please let me know. I will continue to brainstorm and think of, something better than just Let's Play Mafia, but that is a fully functional title, so I have no problem with it. Anyways, looks like our town successfully did not lynch anyone on night number 1, or day number 1 rather, so we will be proceeding into night number 2 and seeing what happens here as the game progresses on. Luckily for the town, as I am a member of the town, no one in our town died yet here into night number 2, as only the Jester was killed last night. And I really don't know who I'm going to pick, just because, I mean, there's really no leads at this point as to who I should watch. But I think someone might have said that they are the investigator. I'll have to read the log and see. Well, Lol, I'm a Troll has kind of annoyed everyone, so maybe the Mafia will try to kill him tonight. So I will watch him, and hopefully he gets killed by only one person, and I am able to find out who that person is. Or if he's investigated, I can verify the truth of someone who claims to be the invest or sheriff. Anyway, let's see what happens as this progresses. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of people who visited my target. Excuse me for a second, I had to type blue. I need to read the log. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of people. Okay, flying, your mom, Lol, Scourge, Envy, and Nil How all visited Lol last night. And now everyone knows that a lot of people visited that person. Looks like Scourge was framing him, and I'm going to be telling the entire town that half the town visited Lol, along with me as well. And I'm going to just make sure that they know I'm the lookout, by the way. So just in case anyone doesn't put 2 and 2 together, they do know that Lol was very popular last night. Maybe it was his little hat right there that everyone wants to steal off of his dead body. So they know that I'm the lookout right now. Or, I mean, there's no reason for them not to believe that I'm the lookout. No one could think of a lie this elaborate and name half of the town having visited that person. I don't know why we're lynching him, because obviously he isn't a bad person. The framer's not going to visit the serial killer. He is the mayor, so yeah, obviously he wasn't a bad guy if half the town visited him. So now they know that he's the mayor. I mean, we still don't really have any leads. With that many people visiting my target, I don't know which one of them did what. Obviously, Scourge was trying to frame him, but Scourge was killed anyway, so there's no reason to even say anything about that. Your mom claims sheriff, and there's no reason to believe he's telling the truth or that he's lying, so I err on the side of caution, as we have a lagger. Oh, that's the worst part of Mafia, whenever someone lags. Looks like people are just going to be voting on your mom. I'm not going to vote with them because that's a ridiculous idea. There's no reason to. Oh, actually, nope, we're going to be lynching your mom, or at least putting him on trial. So we'll wait to see what this guy has to say. It'll probably be something along the lines of, oh, look, I'm the sheriff. You guys shouldn't vote. Well, he does say, I'm the sheriff, along with some angriness right there. I'm just going to say, you mad, bro, because I enjoy joking around playing Mafia. We'll have to wait and see when his defense ends for me to be able to quip that one-liner into there. He said he invested pink and that he was Mafia. Luckily, we don't know which pink he means, because there are 3 colors that might be construed as pink. Looks like, obviously, the framer visited the guy last night. He's going to appear as guilty, so I'm going to just say innocent. But still, meh. I mean, I don't really know what's happening, and I like to not lynch people if I don't know for sure, or at least have good odds of them being a bad person. Like, this person, investigated the mayor, and he was framed, so obviously he's telling the truth if he is indeed the sheriff. So I'm going to vote innocent, and hopefully the rest of the town believes me, or goes along with my ideas. Of course, I might be wrong. He might be a very, very elaborate serial killer, or godfather even. So maybe the town will vote him guilty, and he will be lynched, and we'll find out that we did the right thing. But personally, I believe that the right move here is to vote innocent, so I'd go ahead and do that. And we'll see as the vote closes down what our town decided to do. And he is staying with us in the realm of the living. The mayor, for some reason, really wants him to be guilty, but unfortunately for the mayor, his vote only counts for 3. So it is too late to continue for tonight. We're going to be moving on to night number 3, and I'm really not sure who I should be camping out today. I guess the smart idea is to camp out either the mayor or the guy who was just put on trial. That guy's name, what was his name? I already forget what his name was. His name was your mom. So I'm going to camp out your mom's door and see if he's killed tonight. He did reveal a sheriff, so if he's telling the truth, there's a good chance of him being killed tonight. If he's not telling the truth, there's still a pretty good chance that he gets killed by the serial killer if he is a part of the Mafia. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. I mean, I really am only useful if I get lucky, so we'll see if I do get lucky tonight, and if your mom is indeed visited by someone and murdered, potentially. As this is the most tense moment of the game. This little black screen happening right now. You don't know if you're alive or if you're dead. Looks like I did make it out of this night alive, and Oddname and Baneling both visited your mom tonight, so I'm going to tell everyone that, and we'll see what happens there. Looks like your mom is alive, so obviously he wasn't killed. That guy shot himself, just means he left, or maybe the witch got him. We'll have to wait and see. I'm just going to type this and have it ready to go once I'm allowed to talk. Looks like 2 people attacked this person, so that's not good for Envy. He was the bodyguard. Oh, that's too bad. He does die right there. I'm going to let everyone know that Odd Name and Flying Bailey both visited your mom, and Mafia didn't kill the mayor for some reason. They probably went for someone else. Who knows who they actually went for? Maybe he was saved by a doctor. Maybe Flying Baneling and Odd Name are a combination of Mafia and Doctor. Who knows? As I hate when people do this. I hate when people talk during the lag chat and try to reveal parts of the game. I also hate when people lag because it's so annoying, and I want to just play Mafia. Anyway, we'll see what the townspeople decide to do right now. We do know the mayor is lol, I'm a troll. We know, well, at least I know and you guys know that I am obviously the lookouts. But of course, I mean, I've made it abundantly clear that I am definitely the lookouts by telling the truth about who visited people on nights numbers 2 and 3. Maybe you'll listen to me. I'm going to start chatting with the town and see what they think is happening. What do you guys think is happening? Sexy Table is very bad kid. I am telling the truth. I am clearly telling the truth. As apparently we're going to vote to lynch Neo, and Neo says he's survivor, which is very possible with these random neutrals, and who knows? We'll have to wait and see. There's really no reason to verify survivor because, I mean, the only people who would know are the murderers, and they're not going to verify it by also outing themselves. And maybe they didn't actually hear what I said last night, but I mean, your mom did live, which could mean he was visited by a doctor and the Mafia. I'll have to ask him, your mom, were you saved last night? By the way, I apologize. I cannot type and say different things, so whenever I type, you'll probably hear me read it out loud. I'm not doing that because I don't think you guys can read. I'm doing it just because otherwise I'll be confused, and I'll type some wrong word, and the whole town will be like, this guy's an idiot, let's lynch him because he's stupid, and then I'll die when I shouldn't. Well, it looks like we're not going to lynch anyone tonight, as really there was no reason to suspect anyone. At least as far as I know. I'm a little distracted, of course, because I am casting this. Anyway, so your mom was visited by Flying Baneling, and also, I don't remember who else visited him. I'm going to have to check the log to see. It was, where is this? Flying Baneling and Odd Name. So, possibly one of them is the doctor, and one of them is the Mafia member that's trying to kill people. I'm going to watch LOL, I'm a Troll tonight, just because if I were the Mafia, I would kill LOL, I'm a Troll tonight. So obviously using that to my position, I'm going to be protecting the guy who I would kill if I had the ability to kill. Best case scenario right now, 2 people visit him, and his death description says that he was visited by both the serial killer and the Mafia. And then I'll know who the Mafia and the serial killer are. But hey, you can only hope that in a perfect world, things work out the way you want them to. Oh, only one person visited him tonight, so we'll see if he dies, in which case we obviously know who killed him.